Check. Okay. Before I start this main agenda, sebelumnya boleh tepuk tangan yang meriah terlebih dahulu ya. Oke, thank you. Biar tidak terlalu tegang rasanya. Well, thank you so much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahilladzi arsala rasulahu bil huda wa dinil haq liyudhhirahu 'ala dini kullih wa kafa billahi syahida la nabiyya ba'da. Wa qala aidan rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Honorable the Dean Faculty of Economic and Business Universitas Muhammadiyah Lamongan, Bapak Suyetno SEMM. Honorable the Director of the Office of International Affairs, Ibu Nur Hidayah, Eskepners MKes, all of the lecturers of Faculty of Economic and Business, distinguished speakers, and ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, selamat pagi, dan salam sejahtera untuk kita semuanya. Welcome to our international guest lecture on the topic of green economic issues and challenges. My name is Faiz Wahidatul Arifatin, and it's such an honor for me to be your moderator for today's event. Before we begin, let us express our gratitude to Universitas Muhammadiyah Lamongan, especially to the Faculty of Economic and Business, in collaboration with the Office of International Affairs, and also Management and Science University Malaysia, for organizing this insightful lecture. Today we have gathered to discuss an issue that is not only timely but also crucial for the sustainability of our planet. The concept of green economy encompasses economic growth, environmental sustainability, and also social inclusion. Well, to explore the topic in depth, we are privileged to have with us distinguished guest speakers who are expert in the field of green economy, of course. Join us in this session, two wonderful speakers. The first, our keynote speaker is Dr. Kazim Alasinrin Babatundi and also Ms. Faroha Muzayinatun Niswa. Good morning, Mr. Babatundi.
Good morning.
Alhamdulillah. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Nice to have you here with us. This is
Yeah.
our pleasure for joining this guest lecture.
Yeah, thank you for having me as well.
Thank you. All right, and Ms. Faroha Muzayinatun Niswa, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, how are you today?
Very good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, very good. We are very excited for having this guest lecture. So don't be, Don't be sleepy, right? Jangan ngantuk ya, nanti didengarkan dengan baik. Oke, siap? Oke, before that, kalau saya bilang FEB, boleh nggak bilangnya FEB yes gitu ya? Sambil dikepalkan tangannya, oke? FEB, umlah hebat gitu, bisa? Oke, sekali lagi, FEB, umlah hebat. Thank you. Let's give applause. Oke, thank you. Well, dear all participants from management, accounting, Islamic economics, and also entrepreneurship study programs, please pay close attention to the presenters to gain more knowledge regarding to the green economy, issues, and also challenges in Malaysia and also in Indonesia. Please take notes and also make summarize and actively ask the questions to the speakers. Well, before I hand this session to the speakers, allow me to introduce our first esteemed speaker. Dr. Kazim Alasinrin Babatundi is an esteemed economist with over a decade of lecturing experience, holding a PhD in economics from University Kebangsaan Malaysia in 2020. Master of Economics from University of Lagos, Nigeria in 2010, Bachelor of Economics from University of Ilorin, Nigeria in 2006, specializing in agent-based computational economic modeling, His academic journey includes significant tenures as a senior lecturer at Management and Science University, Malaysia. Also, a lecturer at Al-Hikmah University in Nigeria, and a lecturer at the NUISD, University of Reading Academic in China. Dr. Babatunde's expertise in energy and also environmental economics, particularly focusing on low carbon transitions and the circulation economy, is complemented by his innovative contribution, including 3 patents in electricity technologies. His impactful research and extensive publication record in the top-tier journals highlight his profound influence on economic policies related to decarbonization and sustainable development, establishing him as a distinguished figure in both academic and applied economic research circles. So he have so much experiences in professional and also academic aspects, by the way. Therefore, we are very proud to able to join in this guest lecture, Doctor. So, without further ado, Dr. Kazim Alansirni Babatunde, PhD, will present issues and challenges of green economy implementation in Indonesia and Malaysia. Please, Mr. Time's yours.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, I don't know if you can, because I've shared my PowerPoint. Can you share that?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, because I'm having some difficulty here. Still waiting for the PowerPoint. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Full screen. Okay.
Okay.
Can we make it full screen? Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Okay. First of all, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to be a guest lecturer for today's event. And I will try my best to do to do justice to the question, to the issue that we have here today. So my name is Kazim Alassane Babatunde, just as the moderator has presented. So today I'm going to present on the issues and challenges of green economy implementations in both Malaysia and Indonesia. So I hope you will enjoy and your student will not be sleepy today. Next slide, please. I know many of our students will be surprised as why do we have economy to be green? I mean, so there might be this type of questions to them as to why do we have green economy? Do we also have other color economy like purple, like white, like blue, yellow? Because I actually want these sessions to be more interactive than just giving the lectures. I want it to be more participatory, but quite unfortunate that I could not be there with the student in person so that we can have this fruitful interaction. Actually, we economic coded color. There are so many economic colors. We have white economy, which is usually used for health. We have a blue economy, which is always used for the oceans economy, the well-being of the oceans. And we have the purple economy, which is normally used for health. We have black economy, which is used for underground economic activities, illegal economic activities. But when it comes to green, there must be an issue before an economy will be coded in color. So we cannot discuss about green economy issues and challenges in any country of the world without discussing the main problems that leads to these issues, and which is the climate change. So what is climate change? Of course, I do not have it on my slide because I intend to discuss this at why I'm giving the lecture, so that you can have an idea of what brings about the green economy. So the point is that there's a problem of climate, and the climate is changing. So there are two things that we need to keep our minds with this. I'm not sure whether, am I speaking too fast? Because I'm not seeing my audience, so I don't know if I should go on with this piece or I should reduce it a little. The moderator?
That's enough.
Okay.
Okay,
Can
we
you,
can hear you. We can
yeah, can the
understand
student,
it very carefully. Yeah.
yeah, can the student get along with me? Am I too fast?
Is it too fast? No? Okay, no.
Ah,
No, sir.
okay. I need to check so that I will not be just running on without carrying students along, even though I'm not seeing them anyway. So there's a problem of the climate is changing. So when the climate change, what problem, what type of what problem does that cause us? Because ever since the health or the establishment of the world, so to say, so the climate has been changing over time. But the rate of changes that we observe in the last few centuries has not been the same rate as it was observed before. So when the climate change, the temperature changes. When the temperature changes, it affects our living, because when the temperature changes, we talk about the sea temperature changes. When the temperature changes in the sea, because we do not have such an experience from this part of the world, because when we go to the West, where they have ice, when the temperature increases, all the ice would break. And when the ice break, the water level will rise. And I cannot tell this more for an Indonesia about water level rise. When the water level rises, there could be this problem of flooding and some other problems. So basically what I'm trying to say is that there is a climate change, and what causes the climate change is the economic activities. When we burn the fossil fuel to produce electricity for manufacturing and all of that. So what is now the solutions to this changing climate? And that is where the green economy comes into the picture. So the green economy is a concept that says that if we want to grow an economy, the economy should be grown in such a way that the environment will not be adversely affected. I mean, that is what the concept of green economy is. No any country in the world will say that the economy should not grow, So like individual also, we want growth in our income. So also the whole economy will also want to grow its capacity. So, but in the process of that growth, we should be mindful of how we use our natural resources. So that is the point of this green economy. Economy should be green, but in a sustainable way. And that is why we say green economy is a combination of three concepts. One is low carbon growth, resource efficiency, that is, you use little to achieve more, and you should include the social inclusive. I mean, you should involve the local. So we shouldn't be growing today at the expense of the future unborn generations to come. Okay? So this is what we mean by green economy, a responsible growth, that is sustainable growth, sustainable development. So moving from traditional economic growth to green growth is very, very important to addressing climate change. So there are two ways or three ways by which people, experts look at climate change, or we can say climate change issues is divided into three. One is that there's what we call climate mitigation. We have the second one, climate adaptation. And we have the third one, climate finance. So mitigation means that there is enough evidence to prove that the climate is changing. So what can we do to stop the rate of change? How do we mitigate this? Then the second one is there's also enough evidence to show that the changes that we have already in the world is such that the temperature, the climate will continue to change even if we stop to cause the more changes today. So there's need for us to adapt to the changes that will be evolving over the time. So that is climate change adaptation. And the last one is, how do we finance the adaptation or the mitigation? So basically what we will be dealing with today is not going to be in two details of these issues, but rather in two details of the mitigation adaptation, but rather I will compress everything into one and look at the issue from a very broad perspective. So let's move to the next slide. So let's now begin with the contextual background between Indonesia and Malaysia. So like I did say before, I cannot talk more about the effect and the impact of climate in both these two countries. Indonesia, I mean, the largest economy in the Southeast Asia, is facing a lot of climate-related environmental issues like pollution, the flooding, the earthquake, and all of that. So also Malaysia is also facing similar issues. So Malaysia is also known for its different diverse ecosystem and rapid economic growth in the last few decades, and it's also facing this issue of environmental issues. And so this is why we decided to look at these two countries together, because they have similar environmental or climate issues. So there's need for these two countries to go green, to ensure that the economic growth is sustainable. So let's move. So let's now take a look at the initiatives in Indonesia and in Malaysia. What are the initiatives that government has established in these two countries? Because once there's this problem, we know our government are responsible one. They always look at how they could manage this problem. So we have Indonesia Green Economic Initiatives, and the objective of this is to ensure that government integrate low carbon measure into national development plan. And one of the key features of these initiatives is that government want to promote more renewable energy sources, encourage sustainable land use and forestry management, and also to reduce, the greenhouse emissions and maintaining. Why? Because we need to understand this, because no government in the world is ready to fight climate change without keeping its populations moving, sustaining them so that they can have income, they can eat, they can, everybody can go on their economic activities. So while maintaining economic growth, so the government want to ensure that they achieve all these objectives. And one of the achievement of these initiatives in Indonesia is that the emission intensity per GDP has reduced relatively, and there's a surge of increase in the investment in renewable energy projects. So I don't want to be going into too detail, because if I do, I will take a longer time. So there's difference between emission and there's difference between emission intensity. Intensity means that if your GDP is 1,000, what is the content, what is the emission per that GDP? How much did you emit to achieve that growth of 1,000? So, and most developing countries, including Indonesia and Malaysia, has always been having this emission intensity reduction target instead of absolute emission reduction, because every developing country believes that they cannot at the expense of the economic growth, just go after climate solutions. So can we move to... So the other objective is to provide a comprehensive framework for the climate change mitigation. Just as I've said before, that climate change is broadly divided into two. Later, the added economic climate finance, climate mitigation, that is addressing, reducing emission, climate adaptation. I mean, the changes that we have, how can we adapt to these changes? So the Indonesian government tried to come up with a comprehensive framework for this mitigation and adaptation. And the key features of this is that they want to specifically have a guideline for sector like energy, which is one of the most emitting sector, agriculture because of the nature of the Indonesian economy, industry, transportation. So, and the achievement in this is what we have seen based on the research so that there has been some improved coordination between government sector that implement adaptive measures in most vulnerable regions. So can we go to the next slide on Malaysian initiative before we will now move to the real issues that we want to discuss? So let's discuss about one of the initiatives implemented in Malaysia. We call this one Malaysian Green Economy Initiative. So the objective is also to promote the green technology. When we say green, you can replace the word green with sustainable. Sustainable. So sustainable technology. So, and sustainable technology could be renewable, could be, if you're generating your electricity through renewable energy, so we can use electric vehicle. It's also a sustainable technology. So the government want to promote this technology as a driver for economic growth and sustainability. Then the key feature is that they want to focus on energy, water, transportation, building sectors, and try to promote or encourage businesses to adopt this technology. And what the achievement of this measure has been that the government has been able to establish a green technology financing scheme, and they have also increased awareness in Malaysia of green practices. So let's move to the next one. So there's also an objective to guide Malaysia through green economy up to 2030. So they want to focus on the sector that we have discussed, and the achievement is that the government's renewable energy capacity has been developing over time. So let's now go down to the real issues here. What are the key issues? Next slide, please. What are the key issues and challenges of these two countries moving from their traditional economic growth pathways to the green economy? So one of the problems that have been observed is economy economy in the sense that how would these two countries finance this technology? Because most of the green technology are very, very costly. So there is high initial cost for green technology and infrastructure. So this limit the access to, and there's also limitations to the accessibility of financing, maybe from within the country or from outside the country. So, and the second problems that we've also identified is that this economy, they rely so much on traditional green and what we call non-green sector. Non-green sector are sectors that are polluting sector, like most of the agricultural sector, most of the electricity sector in this country, I mean, in Malaysia and Indonesia, they rely on fossil fuel, right? So this reliance has caused a lot of problem. I mean, you can argue this out, but you cannot challenge that the Malaysia and Indonesia rely on industry like palm oil, well known in the world, coal and oil, which pose a serious problems for moving from polluting economy to green economy. So over-reliance is another problem. That's number two. Then the third one, we move to the next slide, is regulatory gap. So over years, it has been observed in these two countries that they are inconsistent and unclear policy towards green economy. So except in recent times that these two countries are now trying to align the policy. Because if I may share with you, my PhD thesis is about green economy, especially in energy in Malaysia. So what I realized is that most of the policy within the Malaysian economy are conflicting. One will be going green, the other one will be anti-green. So there's this regulatory gap. So, and the fourth one is that there's a problem of enforcement. Even when government has this policy, when they have this measure, to ensure that there's a compliance of this policy is also very, very, very difficult, very challenging. So when you have this type of problem, so it makes it very difficult to move to green economy pathway. So the next one, next slide, is the technology. Another problem is technology. Technology, everybody believes that, or we do all know that the technological capacity of Malaysia and Indonesia cannot be compared with, let's say, for example, Japan or Germany, right? So there's this technological issue that the developing countries have been lacking in terms of the technology. How can we, solar panel. So, even to develop or to build a low-cost solar panel that are more efficient, or to build an efficient appliance in the developing country is so hard, unlike in the developed world. So when you have this type of problems, and there's no easy transfer of technology from the developed country like US, Germany, UK, and all those developed countries to developing countries like Malaysia and Indonesia. So it makes it so difficult. And that is why we have this as also a key challenge to green economic policy implementation. And the sixth one is infrastructure. Infrastructure. So when we say infrastructure, the current infrastructure that we have in both these two countries do not support new green technology. And for Malaysia and Indonesia to be able to adopt new green technology, there must be these renovations of these existing old technologies. So, and everything goes down to the first point, that the financing and the cost. The cost of renovating or building a new one is very, very high. So this why we have infrastructure as also one of the key problems or challenge to green economy. So the seventh one, so because I put a lot of challenges because this is the real theme of the topic. So can we go to the next slide? So now we have another problem, which is education, awareness. And when I say education and awareness, many people are not aware of the consequence or the impact or the effect of climate change. So they care less about the climate. So there's the public doesn't really have a good understanding of green economic concept. Like most of our students are privileged to be here today to know more about what are the issues of the green economy. So there's this low understanding of the green economic concept. And there will be this problem if people doesn't understand climate change. What causes the climate to change? And what can individual, a group, a family, a community, a state, a local authority do to manage and to address this climate issue? And in the process, then we will be moving towards the green economy. Then the last one, I'm very sure this should be the last, the cultural resistance. Let me comment from there. There are some group of people that believe that climate change is, okay, let's say from Islamic perspective, there are some group of scholars that believe that this is a sign of the last hour. I mean, the end of time. So that regardless of whatever we do, that is how the world will end. So in the process, they choose not to do anything because their own philosophy, their own school of thought is that the world is coming to an end. So, and if the world is coming to an end, what can anybody do to hold the world together? So this is cultural or religious resistance. So some people doesn't really like, if we talk about the sustainable farming, there are some group of people in the village that doesn't believe in sustainable farming practices. They will tell you that this is how their forefathers has been farming, and they will stick to that, even if that is not yielding the high product, you know. So these are some of the challenges that the green economy has been having in both Malaysia and Indonesia. So let's take a look at let's take a break a bit, just like because I was planning that if I were there, I was going to throw a little quiz, but let's take a look at this picture. And we can see that the climate change is represented as being flaming, you know, burning. The climate is burning. And yet, our response so far, because of lack of awareness and understanding, knowledge about these problems, and we care less, we never care. We still dump something, you know, dumping in the reviews that causes the climate to, you know, the impact of climate to be more, you know, meaning that we do not really care. So what can we, do we still need to continue to hold on to ourselves and believe that, yeah, the climate is changing? Yeah, there are some group of people that believe that climate is changing. And we have few individuals that we call them climate denier. At the end, so they deny that the climate is changing. You know, they never cares about the changing climate. So what can we do? Do we have to be like this individual that, you know, that care less about the changing climate or the, you know, flaming climate? I mean, the slide, can we Can you upload this? Can we share the slide again? Okay, so I intend to just have a technical break here so that we can have a reflection about like this man that doesn't care about climate, or I do care, but I don't know how to help. Okay, let's move to the next slide. I will not run the few next slide. I will only talk a little bit about them because I just want to give an idea of what these two countries has had, you know. So we have a case study in both Malaysia and Indonesia. So the next slide, please. And we have the case study of geothermal energy development in Indonesia. I mean, Indonesia is one of the largest producer of geothermal energy in the world. So, and you can see that we have a key project, like Sarula geothermal power plant success factor. So, and we also have another case of sustainable palm oil initiatives in Indonesia. So this is a commitment by Indonesia government to sustainable palm oil production through the ISPO standard. So that is another success. Can we move to the next one? Malaysia. So we have another case study of large scale solar project in Malaysia. Okay. The next one. Next slide. So, okay. So there's also there's also a large scale solar project in Malaysia sponsored by TNB, Tenaga Nasional Malaysia, Berhad. So in Sempang, Malaysia. So we also have a green building index certified in Malaysia. And there's also the third case study in Malaysia, which we call a biotechnology ecosystem, which is called a BioXcel Malaysia. So they also have a park located in Iskandar, Malaysia, focusing on the bio-based and biotechnology industries. So these are some of the successes that have been recorded, even despite the challenges that we have highlighted in the before. So there are still few success that we have had. So now this is where I want to stress my discussion with, especially with the students. So what role can we play in helping our country to move from traditional economic growth pathway to green economy? Of course, there's an intent, there's a policy, there's a measure. We have a case study that have shown that both Malaysia and Indonesia are moving towards green economy. But the pace of that movement is not as they have targeted. So what can we do as individual, as student, or what are the roles of, who are the stakeholders in this industry? So the number one is the government. So I'm not going to run through this again because all I've discussed before are the government. We have government at national, we have government at state, and we have a local government. So all of them are trying all their best to ensure that they come up with the policy measures, enforcement to promote sustainable practice, you know, by incentives, by subsidies, and by all sorts of government means to ensure that, you know, there's a economic move towards the green solution. The slide, please. So the next stakeholder are the private sector, corporate responsibility. So we have the company, the businesses, they are also part of this together because most of the problem of the climate, change comes from the private sector, the big oil giant, the big power plants or power producers. So we need them to also be on board. So sustainable business practices adoptions of environmental friendly practices within business, investment in green technology, in research, and all of that are very crucial in ensuring that the two countries move towards green economy. Okay. Thank you. The next one is support from NGOs. So we cannot undermine the role that NGO can play in this movement, because NGO can help in advocacy. NGO can help in educating people and creating awareness so that people can be aware of the consequence of their inaction, so that they can do something, right? They can mobilize community actions, they can force the hand of the government, So these are the role, the responsibility of NGOs. And we do have them in both Malaysia and Indonesia. The next one is international organization. Next slide. So we have international organizations that provide funding, that provide technical assistance. You have UNFCCC. You have so many international organizations that also provide support for expertise in green projects. The global standard and best practices are developed by the international organization. So to promote the adoption of international standard and best practices, knowledge sharing and collaborations also is part of the role of the international organization and some other partners in the global world. So then the next one is active participations in leadership. So because one of the key issues of green economy in both Malaysia and Indonesia is lack of awareness and education. So, and when the NGOs try to promote awareness, educate people, mobilize community, so this will lead to what? Active participation, where all hands will be on decks. So as a result of more education, people will be informed about the environmental issue and the green economic concepts. So advocacy and activism will now organically come up. So, and there will be advocacy for sustainability and, within the university community, innovations and research within the university and from the private sectors, engagement with the research project that contribute to green technology and practices. And this will also lead to community involvement, participation from the local community on sustainable green efforts. So these are the stakeholders. And I don't know if I may pause a little and ask the student, where do they think they fall in this? That we have discussed. I've discussed about the national and local governments. I'm sure the students are not part of the government as of now. Corporate responsibility, this is from the private sector. Support from the NGOs, I'm sure, except few. Most of our students are not NGOs for now. They're still studying. International organization, they are not like UN or what, WTO and all of that. They're not, but active participation and leadership. I think this is where we have our students, where you can come in. You can be very active in advocating for climate awareness and the need for green economy, and what can we do. So now let's move to the recommendations. So moving forward, after we have discussed all of these, so the recommendation for the government, even though I'm not speaking to the government, but in case we have any of us in attendance that have a link to the government, so we need to discuss with the government about how they can improve their policy framework so that the policy can be more aligned to the green economy. That is number one. The first one. The second one is to the corporate entities. Next slide. So the importance of the research and development. So next slide. So we encourage the private company or private individuals to improve in their investment in research and development in green technology. So when they improve, when they invest in developing new and improve the existing technology towards green, so they will support innovation and encourage innovation through, private businesses can promote and support innovation by sponsoring the research grant into the university where researchers and students can, work and develop new green technology or solutions. So then from academic point of view, next, we also want to stress that there's need for us to encourage more collaboration, share investment, shared knowledge about green project especially between private and public sectors. So we can leverage on private sector expertise and use the private sector expertise and efficiency in implementing the green initiatives. We can do that. Collaborative policy development, if government want to develop a policy, they should involve all other stakeholders from the private sector, the NGOs, the international organization, the student activists, the NGOs and all of that, so that this can be more comprehensive. We should encourage collaboration. And there's need for a comprehensive program. The slide, please. There's need for comprehensive program. So, a program, in the university where students will have a club about a green economy. This is my wish that I wish that after these lectures, the student can see the need to have a green economic club where they can ensure public awareness campaign, launch campus campaign to educate the other students about the benefit of green economy, incorporate sustainability into our curriculum, integrate sustainability topic into school and university curricula, community engagement, involve community in sustainable project and decision-making process. So, we can just get involved because we don't need to wait. Okay, the next one, next slide. Yeah, so let's now see, we have discussed about the green economy, the contextual, the contextual background of this from Indonesia and Malaysia, the key issues from cost, from economic to technology transfer to cultural resistance. And we have also discussed about some recommendations that we think could, if well adopted, could improve the transition from traditional economy to green economy. So now we want to wrap up the talk and discuss about the summary of the recommendation, which I've discussed again. The strengthening of the policy framework, consistency of enforceable regulation, invest in R&D, awareness, and implement comprehensive education and outreach, especially by our students. So then all this without an action doesn't make our economy to be green. So we need government to adopt and enforce a risk, a measurable, achievable measure that promotes sustainability. We need our private sector to invest in green technology and collaborate with both government and other private businesses in sustainable or sustainability projects. And we also need the civil society and NGOs to continue to promote and educate people, and community engagement. And for students, educate yourself and become active participant in sustainability effort. One of the things that we can do as a student is that we need to cultivate the habit of sustainable lifestyle. I mean, what do we mean by sustainable lifestyle? It has gotten to a stage that, if you are not in your house, you turn off your electricity appliance. This is part of the green economy, efficiency. If you like, there are some students that doesn't even put on clothes that they need to iron. Just, wash and wear. This is part of sustainable lifestyle. So it can begin with us. We can start it together, right? So when we do this, then it makes it much more easier for our economy to move towards green. Because if we continue the current economic pattern, that is more waste, polluting the production, technology, so we're entering into a phase of no return, because the climate, according to the expert, I'm not a scientist, I'm an economist, but I'm an environmental economist. So I rely on the information from science, our scientists, about the climate, and I believe in what they have been saying, because the evidence of the climate change is already so obvious. We can see the impact on the earthquake, we can see the flooding, we can see we can see drought. If you go to some part of Africa, there's no water. And in other parts, there are floods because of the, erratic climate that we have of these climate issues. So there's need for us to do something at our hand. So thank you very much for your attendance, for your time. So I think we can move to the next. If there's any questions, so that I can.
Okay, thank
can
you so much for
try my best.
Dr. Babatundi. That was very enlightening presentation from you. While we are still asking, is it possible in Indonesia to have a green economy? Dr. Babatundi has already said that Indonesia has the potential to lead green economy. And in my summarize, there are some key issues and challenges, like first, cost funding, economic dependence on non-green sectors, so regulatory gaps, and then enforcement issues, technology transfer, infrastructure, public awareness and education, and also cultural resistance. And already shared also from Dr. Babatundi that there are so many cases already. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the next Q&A session. I encourage our audience to actively participate by asking the questions related to the topic that already discussed. Please raise your hand, mention your name and your study program. Silahkan kepada teman-teman semua yang ingin bertanya, bisa mengangkat tangan dan juga menyebutkan nama dan program studinya. Yes, you may use your bahasa in our bahasa. That's okay.
Yeah, you can use bahasa. I know you will translate for me anyway.
Yeah. How many questions do you wish, Doctor?
It's okay. Let's go on. Let's see.
I see.
Let's
Yeah.
give them the opportunity to ask the question.
Oke. Silahkan dibuka pertanyaan sebanyak-banyaknya. Oke, Dokter, this is one question from the student. Ada satu pertanyaan dari mahasiswa kami. What do you think regarding the finance? As we know, if we want to start a big project related to the green economy, but it requires large fund. While that is a big matter for our government. So what do you think about that thing?
Okay, just like I've discussed about the key issues or challenges of green economy. So one of it is what you have rightly stated, that the finance. So there's huge initial cost outlay for green economy, just like you have said. But you do know that our government for many years has always been undertaking huge projects, going from transport to energy. So it's not too news to our government how they can raise fund for a project, especially for green project. And let me also tell you that there are some regulation from us, from international financing house now, that if your project is not green economic related, they're not going to fund that project. So there's so much opportunity for our government to fund green project, for now. So it's a challenge, because every part of the world, every country in the world is trying to, get the fund for this project. Our government should also be part of this challenge. They should also explore this opportunity to fund the green project. I don't know if I've answered your question.
Okay, thank you so much for answering the questions. Is there any other questions related to the green economy issues and challenges, implementation in Indonesia and also in Malaysia, everyone? From the committee also you can ask a question. Is it enough? Sudah paham betul ya terkait dengan green economy? Siap untuk melakukan riset selanjutnya terkait dengan green economy? Oke, jadi PKM-nya nanti harus ada ya dari FEB ya. Oke, jadi sudah deal ya dengan kami ya, harus menjadi mahasiswa-mahasiswa yang kreatif. Oke. Well, Dr. Babatundi, because we have no questions again related to the green economy. And now, let me ask the present the certificate for you.
Okay, thank you.
And can we have a photo session?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the certificate for you, Dr. Kazim Alasinrin Babatundi, as a keynote speaker for green economy issues and challenges for today's event. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Please, everyone,
Thank you
give
so much.
applause. Okay. Okay, thank you. Dr. Babatundi,
Thank you.
if we have so many mistakes or we have some troubles related to network, we are really sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. Yeah. It's okay. This
Yeah.
is normal.
Okay. So, can you join us till the end of the session? Because after this, we have the second speaker. Or you have another activity?
Yeah, I have, there's an MQA event going on that I need to be part of. So I will join, but on and off, I will join.
Okay, I see. Thank you so much again for joining us for today, for sharing the
Yeah.
amazing knowledge for us about green economy.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me. I'm really grateful. I wish I could be there in person one day in Indonesia.
Amin, alhamdulillah. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Have a
inshallah.
great day, Doctor.
So,
See you in next session.
all right. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the next session. It is the second speaker. We have here Ms. Farahah Muzayyinatun Niswa. Under the title Introducing the Green Wakaf and its Contribution to the Green Economy. Okay, before starting the next session, let me read for you the CV of Ms. Farah. Farahah Muzayyinatun Niswa is a lecturer of undergraduate program of Islamic Economics at Universitas Muhammadiyah Lamongan, and also coordinator of Halal Support and Training Division of UMLA Center, and a researcher at Wakaf Center for Indonesian Development Studies. Her academic history in 2013 up to 2017, Bachelor of Islamic Economics at Universitas Airlangga. In 2018 up to 2020, Master of Middle East and Islamic Studies at Universitas Indonesia. Bu Farahah's organization experience since 2022 as a member of Association of Islamic Economic Study Programs of Muhammadiyah and Aisyah University. Since 2021 as a researcher and reviewers in Wakaf Center for Indonesian Development and Studies. In 2018 up to 2020 as a member of Islamic Economic Association Commissariat of Universitas Indonesia. She got some hibas and scholarship on research and publication, and she has some recognition and academic experience. Bu Farahah has already got so much achievement in her age. Ladies and gentlemen, kalau saya menjabarkan semuanya tidak akan cukup satu hari ini. Jadi Bu Farahah mendapatkan banyak sekali experience dan juga prestasi yang luar biasa. So give a big applause to Ms. Farahah. Well, without further ado, Ms. Farahah, the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Bu Fatin. Okay, I would like to start my presentation. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, once again, I need a louder voice. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, alhamdulillah ya. Honorable the Dean of Faculty of Economic and Business, Universitas Muhammadiyah Lamongan, and also the keynote speaker, Dr. Hazim, yeah, and then our lecturers, colleges, and also committees, and also all ladies and gentlemen here. In this opportunity, yeah, it's such a big opportunity for me, to be here to deliver the material about green wakaf. I'm gonna introduce you, about green wakaf and its contribution, to the green economy. Okay. Sorry, I have this. Okay. So today's highlight, today I'm gonna talk about a few topics, few topics about a green economy and also the green wakaf, What we're gonna discuss today we're gonna discuss on 4 points, First is environmental issue in Indonesia, and then what is the green wakaf, and then the contribution of the green wakaf to the green economy, and the last is evidence-based practice, I hope that you can understand a little bit. Do you understand what I said? How many percent that you understand from the previous lecturers? How many percent? Out of 10%, how many percent you understand? 20%? It's just from the beginning, Assalamualaikum paling ya. Okay. But because this is international guest lecture, I'm gonna still continue to using English, But it's okay. maybe you want to ask or yeah, in the bahasa letter, it's okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna talk first about the environmental issue in Indonesia. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, not maybe, it's already being mentioned, yeah, some point by Mr. Hazim before, yeah, about the condition of our Earth, our planet. Maybe you feel nowadays, lately, you feel like this, what is it? It feels so hot, ya kan? Feels so hot, panas banget, ya kan? Or have you heard about the word global warming before? Global warming, ya kan? Maybe 10 years ago, yeah, we already learned about global warming, but nowadays jokes is become not global warming anymore. Yeah, we heard a jokes that our Earth it's now is not global warming but already global boiling. Ya, pernah dengar jokes itu nggak? Sekarang tuh nggak global warming lagi tapi global boiling, ya kan? Because it's too hot, ya, to live in this Earth. Nah, so that's because the climate change, yeah. That's one of the issue, the big issue in environment, yeah, in the world, not just Indonesia, but in the world, yeah. Maybe you heard some bad news, yeah, about how the climate change can, yeah, can give the damage for some people, yeah. Okay, so Indonesia, yeah, based on the data on climate transparency in 2021, Indonesia ranked as the 12th out 35 countries that face a high exposure to the flooding and extreme heat. Nah, extreme heat. Pernah dengar itu ya mungkin seliweran di media sosialnya gitu ya. Ada berita yang kemarin the famous one, yeah, the famous actor from India, Shah Rukh Khan, yeah, collapsed, yeah, from extreme heat in India. This is one of the example, the real example of the climate change, the extreme heat that happened. So climate change is a potential threat to the countries, to all the countries, not even Indonesia, not just Indonesia, but all the countries, yeah, such as for the food supply, energy, environment security, water, and also the health, yeah. And what's the damage? What's the effect? Yeah, it's not just for our environmental, not just for our food, yeah, for food resources, but also for economic, yeah, for our economy, yeah. So based on the sensitivity analysis, it has been predicted that future climate change impact could cause a loss, yeah, around 3.45% of the national GDP. Wow, that's such a, yeah, maybe if you look at that, that's a kind of like small number, but you know, yeah, the amount of the GDP in each year of each country is so big. So it have a big influence, yeah, to the country, to the economy, not just for the environmental, but also economy, yeah. Now, not only those issues, yeah, but also the biggest one, yeah, the biggest, you can say like this is the biggest one, yeah, one of the biggest one is about the energy, yeah. Can you see on the picture, this is the data of the energy mix, the energy, the type of the energy that used in the country, yeah. This is in Indonesia, yeah, in Indonesia. It's dominated, yeah, dominated by 75% of fossil fuels, yeah. But isn't it okay, yeah, for us, for our country, to use the fossil fuel as the source of energy? Yeah, we already use this in the past years, yeah, but there is a damage from using this, yeah, as our main source of the energy, yeah, because the fossil fuels, yeah, it can be from the animals and also from the plants, yeah. It can produce carbon, yeah. It can influence the carbon intensity, yeah, intensity of the energy sector that can be rising due to the increase in the share of the coals, yeah, in the energy mix. So, yeah, it's like it can be a damage to our air, yeah, it become pollution, more pollution that can produce from using the fossil fuels. Yeah, beside, yeah, our source of the fossils are, yeah, already increased, yeah, already increased. I'm sorry, already decreased, yeah. So we need something new as the resource of the energy. It's what we call new renewable energy, yeah. This is, what is it? This is the homework, yeah, it is the a problem that we need to solve, yeah, to find the source of the new energy. Okay. So, what we can do? Why can we just keep silent, yeah, to this? This is for the government work, yeah, government to do, not us, yeah. We are just like a normal people, like what is it, like a common community, a common society. So we don't need to do more. No, yeah. It already said in the Al Quran, we are Muslim. Alhamdulillah, all of us are Muslim. And in Al Quran already mentioned in some of the verses of the ayat. I'm gonna read one of the those three that I write down on the screen. Yeah, on the Quran. Yeah, Quran, Surah Al-An'am. Yeah, ayat 38. It says that there is not a moving creature on the earth or a bird that flies with its wings, but they are communities like you. So all of things, yeah, living things, yeah, in this earth are the hamba, yeah, the communities, just like us, yeah, makhluk Allah. So we need to perceive, yeah, we need to make them safe, yeah, and yeah, because in another verses also we are Khalifa, that we need to protect our earth, yeah. Nah, so that's why there is a green economic concept that already mentioned before, yeah, from the by the Dr. Kazim, yeah, already mentioned a lot, and yeah, about green economy. So if we talk about a green economy, if we talk not just about the growth, yeah, of the economy, or the about the economy development, yeah. Of course, yeah, all the countries want to make a lot of project, a lot of economic growth, yeah, building infrastructures, yeah. But it's not just have a good impact, yeah, but also bad impact, yeah. So the the effect, yeah, the rapid expansion of the natural resources by based industries, yeah, especially mining, energy, agriculture, and forestry can give damage to the environment. So that's why it need giving to the balance between the economic value and also environmental value, yeah, to the to make sure that it's safe for our environment. So a green, for the brief summary, yeah, a green economy is defined as low carbon, resource efficient, and society inclusive, that already mentioned on the first, yeah, on the first slide of the Dr. Kazim's presentation before. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk more about this. Yeah, I hope that you can understand, yeah, on the previous section. Okay, so to make this happen, yeah, to make the realization of the green economy, yeah, to achieve the goals, yeah, to achieve the goals, the government, yeah, already made some efforts, yeah, such as made some law, yeah, made some policies, yeah, such as Indonesia, yeah, already commented, yeah, have a commitment to tackling the climate change impact, and also reflected its ratification on the Paris Agreement through the law number 16, 2016. And here, yeah, the government, Indonesian government support, yeah, fully support to the green economy, yeah, through many things, yeah, so that our environment can be better for, of course, for the better future. So, according to Indonesian Update NDC in 2021, Indonesia's forestry and land use sector and the energy sector will contribute the most to the emissions reduction target. accounting for up to 97% of the total commitment. This is such as good things, yeah, for us because Indonesia have a lot of forests, yeah, have a lot of forests, yeah. We have a lot of green sources, yeah. So it's a really beneficial for us, for Indonesia actually, yeah. So that's why it can contribute up to 97% to the total commitment. So the key government aim is for the forestry sector to become a net carbon sink by 2030 because all the buildings, yeah, buildings, the infrastructure using a lot of energy can produce a lot of emissions. So those emissions have to be solved, yeah, have to be sink. Nah, so that's why in Indonesia, yeah, push to the forestry sector to become the net carbon sink by 2030. So it's in 6 years. Nah, yeah, in 6 years. So how about now? How about now? Do we already achieve those goals? No, not yet. Yeah, it's a really far from the target. Yeah. So that's why, yeah, many possibilities, many alternatives need to implement it. Yeah, to help, yeah, the government to realize the target. Yeah. So how, yeah, how to achieve those, yeah, in 2023 for this sector to become a net carbon sink? Yeah. This is an alternative solution. It's a green wakaf. Have you heard about green wakaf? Pernah dengar kata green wakaf? Belum. Oke, alhamdulillah. Ini bisa jadi pembelajaran baru ya, gitu ya. Now new knowledge for you ya. And how about wakaf? How about wakaf? Have you heard about wakaf? Pernah dengar wakaf? Pernah. Okay. Can I ask a question? Okay. Okay, what do you know about wakaf? Yang kamu tahu tentang wakaf tuh apa sih? Coba dong raise hand. Masa anak FEB nggak ada semangatnya gini? Come on, raise hand, raise your hand. Nggak apa-apa, bahasa aja, bahasa Indonesia. Udah nggak ada bapaknya. Ayo, come on. Apa itu wakaf? Tuh kan, kalau kayak gini tuh langsung nyiut gitu ya. Mentalnya gimana nih? Ayo, Pak Dekan, mahasiswanya ini Pak Dekan. Ayo, apa itu wakaf? Oke, malu-malu ya. Okay, so common people know about wakaf is related to the building stuff, yeah. Related to what? Yeah, to the mosque, building the cemetery, building the schools, ya kan? Just like this, Universitas Muhammadiyah Lamongan, UMLA, is also funded by the Wakaf because it's owned by the by Muhammadiyah, yeah, organization, that all the asset of the Muhammadiyah are Wakaf based. Nah, ya. Jadi kalau misalnya orang awam, orang pada umumnya itu paham wakaf itu apa? Wakafnya untuk apa? Masjid, ya kan? Wakafnya sekolah atau makam Islam itu biasanya adalah dari wakaf. But actually not only that, not just those three, but we have also cash wakaf. We can donate our money for wakaf purpose, So we don't need to pay like 1 million, We have much money, for more million, 10 millions to give a donation for the wakaf purpose. No, we can also just pay for 10,000, 10.000 itu udah bisa buat cash wakaf, wakaf tunai. Now, for what? For many good purposes, for many good programs, that can empower the society, empower the community, Okay, so how about green wakaf? Nah, green wakaf is also one of the form, one of the project that can be implemented through the cash wakaf, Okay, we're gonna talk more about that. Nah, okay, this is the the wakaf, So from the object, we can make it difference into two kind. So it's a object, yeah, by the object and also by the cash, yeah, cash, or we call cash wakaf. By the object, so maybe your parents, your grandparents, ya, mungkin ada kakek-kakeknya dulu pernah wakaf tanah. Tanahnya diwakafkan untuk dibangun masjid. Tanahnya diwakafkan untuk dibangun sekolah. Nah, itu berarti objek, ya, bentuknya objek. Tapi ada juga nih ya sekarang ya that supported by the government, ya. It now is the cash wakaf. Okay, so what is cash wakaf? So literally from the meaning is from Arabic, yeah. So it literally means to stop, to hold, to confinement or prohibition, yeah. So it's in bahasa pakai kaya wakaf, ya. Kalau in English is with Q, ya, WAKF, ya, itu wakaf. Nah, so it's in line, the meaning is in line with the characteristic. There are three main characteristics of the wakaf. It's perpetuity, yeah, irrevocability, and inalienability. So what does it mean? Yeah. So if I can summary, yeah, wakaf property, yeah, if someone give a property, give their asset for the wakaf purpose, it cannot be come back to them. Nah. So kayak gini misalnya nih ya, ada misalnya nih si A, ya, si A ngasih tanahnya untuk wakaf, ya, untuk wakaf, untuk dibuat misalnya untuk bangunan sekolah misalnya. Nah, itu sampai kapanpun itu nggak bisa dikembalikan meskipun ada yang ngeklaim nih, misalnya habis itu kan bapaknya ya misalnya, habis itu anaknya nih ngeklaim, saya mau nih, bapak saya udah meninggal, tanahnya saya ambil balik ya, nggak boleh, nggak bisa, ya, no, it cannot come back because if the property already give for the wakaf purpose, ya, forever, ya, it's not owned by the owner, but already become Allah's possession. Nah, jadi miliknya Allah, bukan lagi milik pribadi atau milik organisasi, tapi miliknya Allah. So as a human, as a people here, ya, kita sebagai pengelola, kita hanya bisa memanfaatkan, nah, mengambil manfaatnya aja, but not own the asset. Yeah. And what the pillar, yeah, the pillars of the wakaf, yeah. Nah, there are four things, yeah, as a legality of the wakaf, yeah. First is the donor, is the people that want to give the asset for the wakaf purpose. The second one is the wakaf property, yeah. So is it the cash, yeah, money, yeah, or the building. And then wakaf deed or akad, yeah, akad is agreement, yeah. And also beneficiaries is the people or the organization that will get the benefit from the asset or the property. Nah, so if we learn about wakaf and read many articles of what it's already proved, yeah, prove that wakaf can contribute not only just for human welfare or people's welfare, but also for the perceiving nature. Nah, so that's why there is a concept, a green wakaf, yeah, because it's so aligned with the SDGs, yeah, Sustainable Development Goals, yeah. One of them is have a clean water and then save the environment. Yeah, we need to make sure for that, yeah. And also, of course, align with the green economy and also the green finance. So that's why, yeah, in this opportunity, I want to introduce you about green wakaf. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we still talk about a wakaf in general, yeah. Wakaf have a really enormous, yeah, a really big potential in Indonesia. Why? Because Indonesia, yeah, the majority of the population is Muslim, yeah. It's around 85 or 83 to 85% are Muslim. So, yeah, there are a lot of many so big. We have so big potential for, especially for the cash wakaf. It counted around 180 trillion per year, yeah, based on the Indonesian Wakaf Board, yeah, Badan Wakaf Indonesia, yeah. Nah, and also, yeah, this is the realization also for the land wakaf. Our land wakaf, Indonesia land wakaf, is one of the biggest one, yeah, in the Asia, yeah, for land, yeah. So it's really recent data, yeah, recent data that I took, yeah, from Ministry of the Religious Affairs, yeah. It is maybe like yesterday, yeah, from the website. You can also check this out, yeah, on the website, yeah. So look at this, yeah. There are total around 40,512 location of the land wakaf in Indonesia, yeah. But the area or the land that have been certificated, yeah, it's just around 57.42%. So it's just a half of the land wakaf have the certificate. Why? Yeah, it's already wakaf. It's not necessary to have a certificate. No, yeah, no, of course, yeah. If the land doesn't have a certificate, yeah, it can give a huge headache, yeah, on the future. Why? Because it can be claimed by his children, yeah. It can also lead to, yeah, many bad things, yeah, bad things of the futures, yeah, many confusion also. But look at here, from all the land wakaf, yeah, mostly are for the building of the masjid or musola. Nah, yeah, it's around 70%. 70%, yeah, 70% of all the land wakaf are for building the mosque. Nah, yeah. So it can be said that, yeah, many people still choose and believe that wakaf is for just for religious things, yeah, religious purposes. Okay, now let's talk about a green wakaf, yeah, gitu. Green wakaf. We have a really big potential for the wakaf, yeah. But how about the green wakaf? What is green wakaf? Nah, green wakaf is a part of the wakaf, yeah. As a step to collect, manage, and utilize the cash wakaf fund to support the sustainable development based on the agriculture and plantation aspect. Now, so yeah, it's the use of the cash wakaf, but the different green economy that support, yeah, to the project that support the green economy. Oh, Budita? Okay. Wait. Slide-nya. Okay, yeah. So through the Green Wakaf project, yeah, it can support the achievement of the SDGs, yeah, as well as to address the challenges of the climate change and energy crisis that loom over people's life, both the national and also global levels, yeah. And it can support the achievement of the SDGs as well as overcome the challenges, yeah, at energy, yeah. So it's a really important. It's a alternative, one of the best alternative, yeah, for supporting the green economy and also fulfill the target, yeah, in the government target in 2020, 2030. Okay. Okay, so this is the main thing, yeah, the main thing of this presentation, yeah. Now we are in the concept and the contribution of the green wakaf to the green economy. So what's the contribution of the green wakaf to our green economy? So there are 4 stages, yeah, 4 steps, yeah, in realizing the green wakaf for supporting the green economy. So this material is sourced for the source from this material is from the Green Wakaf framework, yeah, by the Indonesian Wakaf Board and also WASIT, yeah, for purpose this framework, yeah. So there are a total of 4 stages, yeah, that can be implemented, yeah, one by one. Or the first stage is the preconditional stage that actually it's not it's not the main one. Yeah, it can be conditional. Yeah, it's based on the country. Yeah. So in here, in the preconditional state, it's based on the condition. Yeah, it's about developing the goals. The goals is develop the awareness, creating green Wakaf creative campaign massively. So as we know, just like it's proven by what I asked you about Wakaf, yeah, many people still don't know about Wakaf or just know about Wakaf is just for the common things, yeah, for building the three main things for the mosque, for the summative, and for the school, just three of them, yeah, but not about the cash Wakaf. So many people still like, confused about, oh, is it okay to pay cash, yeah, to give our money for Wakaf purposes? It's okay. It's already mentioned in the law, yeah, a law of the Wakaf in number 41 in 2004, yeah, about Wakaf. It's already mentioned that cash Wakaf is also part of the asset that we gives to the Nadir, yeah, to the Nadir as the manager of the Wakaf, yeah, for the Wakaf purpose. So in here, it's really important to make sure, yeah, as many as people know about Wakaf, especially for the cash Wakaf, because yeah, the most flexible form of the Wakaf is by the cash Wakaf, because through the cash Wakaf we can buy anything, yeah. But if we just use the building or the land, you know, if someone give their land to for the Wakaf purposes, they cannot change the location of the land, yeah. So it need to stay still on that area. It cannot be moved to anywhere, yeah. So it's gonna be hard, yeah, hard to do, yeah, to make a certain project for that. And then after the preconditional stage, yeah, after many people develop awareness, many people know and understand and aware, yeah, about the important and also the the benefit, yeah, the benefit of the Wakaf, and then we can move to the second stage. It's consolidation stage. Now, there's the most important one is the political will. This is to make this happen, to make the green Wakaf happen, to support the green economy, we really need to make sure that all stakeholders are join force, join together. So, it's a really important, the most important stakeholder to make this happen is the government, because a government as the regulator, and also the main actor, to realize this project, and can also like improve the human resources. So in here, we need a political will, and political policy about the Korean Wakaf. And then the third one is project development stage, We need pilot project. Now, we need pilot project. We need an example, the real example of the green Wakaf concept. Now, I'm gonna talk about this. Realization of the green Wakaf on the end of the presentation. After this, I'm gonna show you about. Actually, there are already a lot of projects. A green Wakaf project that will be implemented in Indonesia. But it's not just a pilot project, but also we need feasibility studies. So we need to make sure, because it's also part of the business. We need to make sure the green economy, the green Wakaf also can give the benefit, not just economic benefit, but also, environmental safe, We can pursue environment preservation, And then the last one in mainstreaming stage. Now, we need to collaboration to all the stakeholders, not just main stakeholders, but also as many as people, and also, as many as institutions, just like NGOs, and many other, maybe more partnership, so that we can like wider the partnership, the joint force, so that we can make it easily, we can make it easily realize the project. Next. Okay. Next. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, yeah. So we're gonna talk about the previous one. Back one slide. Nah. Satu lagi ya. Oh yeah. Okay. I see one of the point. Yeah. So from the stages, yeah, actually, just like what mentioned, yeah, maybe on the Dr. Kazim's presentation, yeah. One also main things, yeah, main problem for to realize to make a realization, yeah, for the green economy project, yeah, is for the funding, yeah, for the investment, yeah. In here, yeah, the green Wakaf, how we can finance the project, the green Wakaf project, yeah. There are three things, yeah, three kinds, yeah, that we can use, yeah. Three schemes. The first one is direct cash Wakaf, yeah, direct cash Wakaf. So is the collected cash represents the Wakaf and is invest in profitable green project. So it's already have already the green project, and we just need to invest, yeah, with the cash Wakaf. And then the second one, indirect cash Wakaf. So we need to gather first, collect first the cash Wakaf, and then make the project, the green project, and then the hybrid between Wakaf and IFAQ. So it's not just source, yeah, the finance is not just from Wakaf, but also from another sources, yeah, just like IFAQ, Sodako, and maybe another other sources, yeah. We can collaborate all of them, all of the sources, so that we can make a big money collection, yeah, big money, yeah, to start a big project, of course. Next. Next again. Okay, yeah. So we're finally on the last stage, yeah, the last topic, yeah, of today, yeah, is the evidence base of the practice. Now, I'm gonna show you, yeah, many practice in Indonesia that already implemented the Wakaf, the green Wakaf, yeah. First is Wakaf forest, nah, or hutan Wakaf. Nah, yeah. So actually Indonesia, yeah, there are already some projects that are already implemented, yeah, as what I mentioned before on the previous slides, yeah, that to realize to make realization of the what is it, minimum emission, yeah, zero net emission, yeah, in Indonesia in 2030, yeah. The key point or the key goals is to maintain, yeah, to support to make sure that our forest is safe, yeah. Now, so based on the data, Indonesian forest is the third largest tropical rainforest in the world that should be preserved, yeah, because it can play a big vital role in supporting the achievement of the SDGs. Yeah. From the forest, we can get a lot of benefits, yeah, economic, health, and also, empowerment, yeah, society empowerment. The thing. Now, forest can be source of the livelihood, yeah, the foods and medicines, and to produce clean water, fresh air, storing carbon, and increase the biodiversity. If we can achieve all of this through the forest, we can achieve the SDGs, yeah, from out of 17 numbers, yeah, 17 goals, yeah, we can achieve 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 6, yeah, at least 6 points, yeah, 6 goals, yeah, it's at least, yeah, we can achieve more than that, yeah. So ecological advantage can be gained through the land rehabilitation by the planting various types, yeah, of the trees or Wakaf land, on the Wakaf land. It also can empower the farmers, yeah. It's not just for good for our environment, not just good for the economy, but also can empower the farmers in surrounding areas. Now, this is the concept. So from the cash Wakaf, just like we mentioned before, it can be direct and also indirect, yeah. So cash Wakaf, and then we can purchase the land. Nah, yeah. For the land, yeah, we are not just supposed to like just buy land that have a good in a good environment, yeah, to plant trees, but also can like have a already damaged land, yeah, because we can save, those land, yeah, to make green again, yeah, to make it green again. So yeah, we can make the wakaf forest from it, yeah. So through this project, we can have a community and also economic empowerment and also the environment conservation. Okay, next. Yeah, this is the example, yeah. Yeah. I will include the news, yeah, the news and the sources, yeah. So this is you can say pilot project, yeah. The first project of the green wakaf, yeah, green wakaf or wakaf forest, yeah, in form of wakaf forest in Indonesia, yeah. So it wakaf in Jantro, yeah. The name is Jantro is ya apa ya, di mana ya, di Indonesia luar Jawa ya, sorry I forget about the area. And then yeah, at the next yeah, and also there in Bogor, yeah, Bogor wakaf forest in Bogor, yeah. You can type this, yeah, you can search on the Google, yeah. It's already have their own, yeah, its own website. You can explore more about this, yeah, because many people, what is it, have a research on it, yeah. And the next, this is also important things, yeah, The trees, the kind of trees that we can plant on the wakaf land, yeah, it's what we call tamanu. Have you heard about tamanu? Pernah dengar tamanu? Enggak ya pasti. Yeah. This is so amazing, yeah. This tree, yeah, this tree is really amazing because can give a lot of benefits, ya. Jadi tamanu ini sangat spesial, ya. Jadi buahnya, pohonnya, ya semuanya bisa dimanfaatkan. It can also become an alternative for new renewable energy. Nah, bisa jadi energi terbaru. And also, ya, tanamannya hasilnya tuh bisa dibuat apa? Medicines, ya, bisa buat obat-obatan, bahkan kosmetik. Nah, so ya, by planting the tamanu, ya, we can also produce money, ya. We can have a business. Nah, jadi nggak cuman kita reservasi tanah yang sudah rusak ya dengan penanaman tamanu, karena tamanu ini enak banget gitu, nggak butuh tanah yang subur, tapi malah bisa tanah yang udah kering yang rusak, yang biasa nggak bisa ditanamani apa-apa, malah bisa ditanami sama tamanu. Nah, habis bisa ditanami, of course ya, karena tumbuhan ya, produce more ya, oksigen ya kan, oksigen dan sebagainya, jadi bisa membantu lingkungan ya, all the creatures ya around ya, jadi lingkungan akhirnya lebih sehat lagi gitu ya. Jadi awalnya kering kerontang mungkin ya udah rusak tanahnya bisa jadi bagus lagi. And also ya bisa jadi sumber energi terbarukan. Nah ya, it's a real amazing. You can explore more ya, maybe ya. On the Google you can search, yeah, it's already have a lot of information about it. Next. And then Muhammadiyah juga sudah loh ya gitu. Yeah, because Muhammadiyah is really famous for its wakaf ya. Jadi Muhammadiyah itu kan sudah terkenal banget wakafnya ya. Karena semua aset yang dimiliki Muhammadiyah itu adalah wakaf. Jadi nggak bisa diklaim personal tapi punyanya organization. Ya, this is what one of the things that make it difference between our organization from other organization. Ya, nah ternyata Muhammadiyah juga support the Green Wakaf Project ya. Nah ada beberapa nih kayak gini nih. Nah ya, so there are already ya many projects ya, many project of the wakaf. Next. Nah, this is the last. Other than that, just like what I mentioned on the previous one, on the beginning of the presentation, one of the big issue, is also about the energy. Nah, so wakaf can be the finance, can be the alternative finance for the solar energy. This is one of my research, one of my research, I have a research about the implementation of the wakaf, yeah, for the solar energy in masjid, ya. One of them is Masjid Istiqlal, ya. Jadi ini saya juga pernah penelitian, ya. Jadi di beberapa masjid di Indonesia itu ternyata sudah pakai solar energi. Nah, kalau bahasanya itu PLTS, ya. Apa namanya? Panel apa PLTS? Ya, tenaga surya, ya, gitu. Oke, ya. Nah, jadi pakai sinar matahari, ya. Tapi itu ternyata alatnya itu mahal banget. Alatnya buat nyerap energinya dari matahari itu mahal banget. Jadi ya nggak semuanya bisa orang itu afford, ya, bisa untuk beli itu gitu. Apalagi kalau misalnya masjid-masjid itu kan depend on the society, ya. Jadi tergantung sama sumbangan masyarakat lah, gampangannya seperti itu. Sehingga pakai wakaf konsepnya. Jadi gather the cash wakaf to buy the solar energy panel. Nah, ya. Contohnya udah ada di Masjid Istiqlal Jakarta, ya, tahu, ya. Jadi Masjid Nasional Indonesia, ya, Masjid Istiqlal. Kemudian ada Masjid Salman di ITB, ya, di ITB Bandung. Kemudian ada Masjid Jogokarian di Jogja. Nah, 3 itu sudah pakai PLTS dan based on wakaf. Ya, meskipun konsepnya beda-beda tuh, ya. Ada yang kayak yang misalnya di Jogokarian itu memang disumbangnya langsung PLTS-nya gitu. Jadi solar energy dikasih sama orang, ya, untuk di masjid. Kemudian kalau sama juga case-nya dengan yang di Masjid Salman ITB. Tapi kalau yang di Masjid Istiqlal, nah ini nih, ya. Jadi bisa pakai cash wakaf, mereka campaign dulu untuk mengumpulkan cash wakaf baru beli alatnya gitu. Okay, next. I think that's the end. Okay, so it's already end of my presentation. Yeah, I want to give like a closing statement. Yeah, I quote on one of the. Yeah, actually I take this from the internet. I don't know who is he. Yeah, Wangari from Wangari Maathai. Yeah. The environment and economy are really both sides of the same coin. Yeah, you know your coin. Yeah, there are both sides. Yeah. So if we cannot sustain the environment, we cannot sustain ourselves. Nah, so we have to make sure, yeah, to sustain the both of them. Yeah, we cannot just like save the economy but not environment. No, we have to save both of them. Okay, next. Tell us. Okay. So I think that's all that I want to say in this opportunity. Yeah, thank you so much for all the your participation, and also, yeah. I need maybe you have some question you can ask after this. Okay, and maybe the last I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Give applause. Thank you so much, Ms. Farah, for the enlightening speech. Accordance with the key government aim is for the forestry sector to become a net carbon sink by 2030. Is it possible for reaching that purpose? Is all based on us ourselves. And we can do the green walk-off with all the concepts that already presented by Ms. Farah before. Well, we have still one question only. Please, ada satu pertanyaan dari teman-teman. You may use bahasa, tidak masalah. Satu pertanyaan saja before handling this session to the Master of Ceremony. Okay. We have dengan Mbak siapa? Zalfa. Okay. Maju saja di sini, enggak apa-apa. Sambil berkenalan, ya. Say your name and your study program.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Mohon izin, saya Zalfa Sabila dari Prodi Manajemen. Mohon izin bertanya, dari semester 4, Bu Faro, ada nggak sih tantangan untuk mengimplementasikan Green Wakaf di negara berkembang seperti Indonesia gitu? Nah, kalau ada, apa saja sih Bu, dan bagaimana cara mengatasinya seperti itu? Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bisa langsung dijawab Bu Farah?
Oke, terima kasih banyak sama Mbak Zulfa ya? Zalfa, sorry. Mbak Zalfa dari manajemen. Oke, that's one of the good question ya. Jawabnya bahasa Indonesia aja ya. Takutnya ntar nggak paham ya. Oke, jadi kalau tanya terkait dengan tantangannya apa, mungkin sebenarnya sudah saya mention ya di PPT gitu ya. Tadi ya dalam realisasi Green Wakaf itu sebenarnya ada 4 tahap tadi itu ya. Ada yang pertama itu awal banget itu precautional stage. Itu berarti apa namanya? Intinya adalah untuk meningkatkan kesadaran terkait wakaf dulu. Karena based on data itu Indonesia itu masih rendah banget pengetahuannya literasi terkait wakaf. Mau bukti ya, tadi tak tanya itu ya. Tadi di awal saya tanya, tahu apa tentang wakaf? Ya banyak yang tahu, tapi taunya tentang apa? Wakaf itu cuman untuk buat bangun masjid, bangun madrasah atau sekolah, bangun apa? Bangun makam doang, ya. Terus orang-orang wakafnya cuman apa? Wakaf tanah atau wakaf bangunan doang, ya. Padahal ada juga wakaf uang yang bisa berupa cash, ya, atau tunai ya, kayak gitu. Nah, jadi tantangan pertama itu adalah memberikan pengetahuan ya, biar mereka aware, tahu manfaat dari wakaf. Wakaf itu ya terkait dengan konsepnya juga nih ya. Jadi wakaf itu enggak melulu cuman bangunan doang atau tanah, tapi bisa cash. Terus wakaf itu bukan hanya untuk kegiatan sosial atau untuk kegiatan keagamaan, tapi juga apa? Bisnis juga bisa. Asalkan manfaatnya yang dari bisnis, misalnya nih ya, contohnya apa? Kalian tahu ada kalau ada yang belajar sejarah Islam ya, pernah dulu itu kan Utsman bin Affan ya. Utsman bin Affan itu wakaf sumur, pernah dengar cerita itu? Iya kan ya, wakaf sumur. Tahu nggak dari wakaf sumur yang dibeli oleh Utsman bin Affan, kemudian ya itu kan awalnya kan dimiliki oleh orang kafir Quraisy ya. Mereka semua yang pengen ngambil minum, padahal waktu itu nggak ada sumber air ya, udah susah banget. Yang mau minum dari itu harus bayar, padahal banyak orang yang nggak mampu, ya kan? Nah, akhirnya dibelilah sama Utsman bin Affan ya, dan diberikan gratis. Tahu nggak dari situ apa benefitnya? Dari situ, dari satu sumur itu bukan hanya menyelamatkan orang yang kehausan, tapi apa? Ladang, kebun yang di sekitar itu akhirnya bisa disirami, diairi. Akhirnya apa? Kebun-kebunnya dari kebun kurma, kurmanya berbuah, buahnya itu dijual jadi uang. Tahu sekarang jadi apa bentuknya? Sampai sekarang Utsman bin Affan meskipun sudah meninggal ratusan tahun yang lalu punya rekening loh. Punya rekening atas nama Utsman bin Affan. Tahu sekarang sumurnya itu jadi apa? Jadi hotel bintang 5 kalau nggak salah. Atau bintang paling gede apa sih? 5 ya. Ya. Jadi dan itu manfaatnya nggak masuk government ya. Langsung tetap masuk di akunnya Utsman bin Affan. Untuk apa? Untuk society empowerment. Jadi untuk bahasa Indonesianya pemberdayaan masyarakat. Nah, jadi semua untuk proyek-proyek kebaikan, nah itu baru dikeluarkan manfaatnya. Itulah kehebatan wakaf. Ini juga salah satu alasan kenapa saya senang gitu ya meneliti terkait dengan wakaf. Jadi itu, yang pertama harus kita pahamkan wakaf, terkait dengan wakaf dan kesadaran untuk berwakaf itu. Nah, karena ini menjadi foundation ya. Setelah itu baru tadi, nah kasih contoh lah project-project green wakaf yang sudah ada gitu. Oh ternyata bisa loh ya, ada loh, dan itu bisa menghasilkan benefit gitu, menghasilkan manfaat. di samping manfaat ekonomi tapi juga bisa melindungi lingkungan. Nah, kayak gitu. Akhirnya ya, dan sekarang tuh alhamdulillahnya wakaf sendiri sudah support ya, sudah disupport oleh pemerintah ya. Makanya ada sekarang Badan Wakaf Indonesia namanya ya, ada badan sendiri yang mengurusi wakaf ya, termasuk juga ada kebijakan-kebijakan, ada undang-undang ya yang dibuat ya, atau bahkan peraturan presiden juga ya yang dibuat terkait dengan implementasi wakaf di Indonesia gitu. Gitu ya Mbak ya. Sudah cukup? Iya, sama-sama. Ada lagi.
Okay, is there any other question? Masih ada pertanyaan yang lain? Cukup? Cukup, alhamdulillah, cukup. Okay. Well, karena memang sudah keterbatasan waktu juga ya, because this is the time for praying duhur ya. So, as we approach to the end of our session, I would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to Dr. Babatundi and also Ms. Farah for sharing their valuable insights and the challenges and opportunities within the green economy. Your knowledge and perspectives have provided us with a deeper understanding of the critical issues at hand. I also want to thank all of the audiences for joining us for today's guest lecture session. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope to see you again in other future session. Okay. We will present the certificate for Ms. Farah. Okay, this is the certificate for Ms. Farah. Thank you so much for being a speaker for today's event. Can you give a big applause, please? Oke, sebelum saya kembalikan ke MC, boleh mendengar semangatnya dulu ya. Tadi kalau saya bilang FEB, bilangnya apa? Yes, sambil mengepalkan tangan. While I said umla, you say? Hebat, sambil jempolnya, oke? Well, FEB, yes. Umla, hebat. Tepuk tangan yang meriah untuk kita semuanya. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much for today. Sebagai moderator, if I have many mistakes, I hope you are pardon me. And please, to Master of Ceremony, this session will be yours. Kami kembalikan kepada Master of Ceremony. Wal akhir, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you very much. As the Master of Ceremony, we would like to say thanks to all participants who came to this event. Now we came to the last agenda, namely closing. Let's close our meeting by reading Kafaratul Majlis prayer together. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Ladies and gentlemen, even within this event we made mistakes or even someone here, please forgive us. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.